These are the two fog lights that I'm going to put in. This is the dash switch that I'm going to install. It's going to connect up to this. It came with a bunch of wiring, these little trim things, a bunch of screws. So it came with everything except instructions. So that's why I'm making a video. These are the, Fail car has headlights. They work just fine, but they don't work great and they're difficult to align. And so I'm gonna put these fog lights sort of here and then on the same place on the other side of my front bumper. I think that's gonna make driving a bit more safe at night. It'll help me see better and it'll make my tiny Civic more visible to other cars. So anyway, this is gonna be fun. No instructions. Let's get to it. So this right here on the side of the dash is where I want my new fog light switch to go. Is that upside down? I actually have no idea. Well, we got to take one of these panels off and decide where we're going to put this thing. All right, this comes off pretty easily. Crap. All right, don't do that. Does it go in like this? Oh, that looks so upside down. Well, anyway, that also looks upside down. Has it look upside down both ways? Well, anyway, it's going on this side, so, because the other way it looks even worse. Okay, unknown wires. Let's figure out what these do. Okay, this is a relay. This green thing looks like it. Yep. Okay. Okay, I guess I have to feed this up through here. So I gotta take a little chunk of my dash off. Dash chunk is off. Okay. Got our plug. Okay, I'm just gonna assume this goes here, because I don't know where else it goes. Push this in. Feels a little cheap, but as long as it turns the lights on and doesn't break. I love how I'm complaining about how it feels cheap when I'm inside Fail Car. Everything in this car is cheap, so including the car itself. Okay, so that has a fuse. Alright, so I'm gonna get my wire stripper and we're gonna get it connect up to a power source and get this connect up to an ignition source. I do want to warn you, these are the best wire strippers you've ever seen in your life. Perfect strip every time. I do not know what this blue wire goes to. Let's check that other wiring harness. Okay, so this is all one piece to connect both fog lights. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but in any case, there's one blue wire and one black wire that connects to both of these. So I'm guessing this blue wire has to somehow get to the other one. Okay, luckily our little kit came with this run of blue wire, and what we're going to do is feed it through the firewall, which is going to go right where that purple wire is going right now. So you just sort of feed it through. If you haven't already used this spot in your firewall for a wire run, there's going to be a little plastic piece there. You can just sort of yank that off. That's why it's there. It's there to be able to safely feed stuff through without these wires rubbing directly on the firewall, potentially shorting out and grounding themselves. So there's this little plastic grommet-like thing that remains there to protect the wires. So now let's see what we've got. Yeah, so this came right through. Now we can connect it up to this wiring harness that goes to our switch. Connect this blue wire that's coming through the firewall to this one that's coming from the switch. All right, if I get any action here. Oh, all right, our light's on. Button out, button in. Okay, well, I think we're in good shape here. Okay, once all the wires are connected to each other and you've kind of tested things out, gotta organize all these wires so that when I'm driving my car, I'm not, you know, kicking them and getting my foot stuck on them. So time to organize. All the stuff inside my car should be done now. Now to install the fog lights themselves in the bumper. My bumper has 5 screws up top here and 1 on each side by the wheel. Don't forget those, or you'll be struggling. Okay, here's the back of my bumper. Now I gotta figure out what the best way is to attach these things. So yeah, if we look at the front, it'll end up fitting in there like that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and screw this in here. So it doesn't fit perfect, but like I don't think we're expecting a perfect fit here. I know I'm not. On a car this old, I don't expect anything to fit. Everything's gonna fit approximately. I don't know, that seems to fit fine to me. Alright, I think I understand why all this is in one piece now. These are easy to connect up to each other. Got our fog lights on. This is what it looks with headlights on. These things are not aligned perfectly, and I'm having trouble getting them aligned. But anyway, by the way, I'm not going 20 miles an hour. My speedometer needs to be calibrated. That'll be the next project. I don't know, this is our button here. You can barely see it, but if I turn it on or off, there's no change, and there's no light that comes on, so I don't actually know if you can't tell by looking at this button whether they're on or not. I don't really like that. So I may look on eBay and try to get an OEM fog light switch, because this one's kind of junk. Anyway, let's get out and we'll take a look at with it just the fog lights on.